Witchcraft has no power of prophecy. They have no power of revelation. Before a witch will successfully have an operation in your house, you must plant an informant in the house. It is the speakings of men that powers the revelation of witchcraft. Somebody must be around to tell them that your wife is pregnant before they cause miscarriage. Somebody asked me, Pastor Julius, one day, how are you doing? I said, why do you want to know how I'm doing? Certain question is to gather intelligence with all the astrologers, all the magicians, all the prophets, all the witch doctors in the house of Herod. They couldn't detect that the Messiah was born. And where he was born. Do you know the ancient Roman Kabbalism? Astrologers, archaeologians, predictors, magicians, they were playing oracle for years. Yet none could detect that Mary was pregnant. None could detect that Messiah was born. Until wise men came and told them. And he asked, where was the Messiah born? Even when he gathered his witch doctors, they couldn't pick where he was born. He was so blind that he couldn't pick where Christ was born. He had to slaughter every child from 2 years below. What these people do is tumbon. He now told them, when you go, see him, come and tell me where the Messiah, the king, is born. His anger was that those men left, which is know you true people. Mind your cycle. Joseph would have become what he became in Egypt. He would have become what he became without going through suffering, without going through the prison, without going as a slave. Destiny would have still found him. But his suffering was an orchestration of his speaking. God gave you a dream, didn't ask you to tell anybody. The Bible says when he told his brothers the dream, they were angry, envious of him. His father observed this saying. His father observed. His father wrote what he said down. Do you also know that the father, after writing those things down, also denied Joseph that particular dream, even with his love? He said to him, I saw all this went before me. He said, even if this dream will come to pass, it won't come to pass on your head. It has to come to pass on the head of Judah. When he was blessing them in Genesis 49, he came to Judah. He said, it is unto you that the gathering of your people shall be, and your brethren shall bow. And he told Judah, thou at whom thy brethren shall praise, thy hand shall be in the neck of the enemies, and thy father's children shall bow down before you. This was the dream of Joseph. He gave out the information, sell out. The father observed it and gave it to another. God honored it. You pay for every foolishness. Isn't that every idle word anybody speaks shall come to judgment? When these law enforcement agents want to pick, they say you have the right to remain silent. For everything you say here shall be used against you. This is how legal the spirit word is. I don't know, I am broke. Spirit sign it. He has spoken is broke, make him broke. I don't know, I am sick. No, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich. Spirits don't know jokes. The devil is not a comedian. It's a legal word. You enter the court and you are telling the judge, I will kill you. The judge looks at you and says, no, madam, sorry, it's a joke, my lord. You will reach a wash. We are too careless with speakings. Are you the king of the Jews? Thou sayest. If Jesus had said, I am, he wouldn't get to Calvary. They would have killed him there. But his destiny was to die on the cross, not to die in the palace. The vision would have been cut short. Hey, are you? He said, no, to this end was I born. It now tells you that I, the Lord, will give you the tongue of the wise. No man can understand. So it's important to know that your mouth is a portal. No spirit visits any man without a door. Every spirit goes through a door. Every spirit goes through a portal. The night you were oppressed in your dream, a door was opened. You know, we don't know the mystery of closing doors. The night you lost your battle, a door was closed. Even God, omnipotent, God, omniscient, God, omnipowerful, God, omnipresent, God, all-knowing, does not have rights to that door. It is simple. I knock at the door of your heart. Why didn't he break the door? If anyone open, I will come in and sup with him. So even God does not have right to the door. That's to tell you, in every successful demonic invasion, a door. So you can't tell me. Poverty came in because somebody opened the door. Sickness came in because somebody opened the door. By one man who opened the door, sin and death came in. So the death and sin had been knocking until Adam opened. Even when he was to go to hell, the hell Jehovah created, the door of hell was shut against God. The door of hell was shut against him. He had to introduce himself in an identity that hell knows before he opened. Lift up your heads. Open the gate of hell. This is Christ in the grave. He who died also descended before he ascended. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting door, that the King of glory shall come in. Then he had died on the cross. He had become the King of glory. How did he know him as King of glory? Who is the King of glory? He said that one you used to know as the Lord strong and mighty.